Tapos na ang panahon ng pagkukubli. Tapos na ang panahon kung saan itinuturing pa itong isang sakit sa pag-iisip. Ninais nilang makawala sa kamay ng mga mapanghusgang lipunan at gumawa ng hakbang upang makamit ang inaasam na pagtanggap. Sa paglawak ng kaisipan ng karamihan, binigyang halaga ang kanilang nararamdaman at kinilala ang kanilang mga karapatan.
Ako si Jed, dumihina, tapos nagsasalon sa more on hair, tapos hair and makeup. Siguro, mga high school talagang naano ko na, nabading talaga ako. Kasi talagang nagmahal na ako ng lalaki. Oo, talaga. Ngayon talaga ang boyfriend ko straight. Oo. Pero talaga ano yung pera. Almost 6 months. 6 months na kami naglolokohan. Charot! Kasi ang bading talaga, kumbaga basta babae at lalaki, ang bading ang lalaki. Sa kami yung nanliligaw, masakit man isipin, bading lang ang may gusto sa gano'n. Siguro gusto niya yung guy, bading yung gumagawa ng paraan, ng way, para maging boyfriend niya yung guy. Sa ngayon, hindi.
Hindi na po pinopost.
Hindi pinopost. Pero maraming hindi ko pinopost, gawa ng meron siyang girlfriend. Opo, makaka-apekto talaga kasi nandiyan yung jealousy mo, sobra. Siyempre, hindi naman alam ng mga friend nila na tulad sa social media, yung mga friends niyang girl, mga friends niyang gay, magugulat ka, pinusuan yung profile pic. Siyempre, nandun yung conversation. Siyempre, nandun yung pagsiselos kasi gusto mong ipagmalaki siya na akin yan. Hindi mo magawa kasi nga may pinag-iingatan. Kasi, kaya ako pumayag sa setup na yun. Kasi, pag nandun kasi yung love, ang tatanggapin mo kung anong meron lang. Yung magiging sapat sa'yo. Kung ano yung, halimbawa, syempre, love mo siya. Kung ano lang yung, syempre, tatanggapin mo pati yung limitasyon. Kasi pag ganyang relationship nyo, may limitation talaga. Dapat alam mo, aware ka dun. Para hindi masyadong masakit. Pag hindi ka kasi aware dun sa limitation mo, wala, mag-expect ka talaga. Kasi, yung kapag hindi kasi panagladlad, yung happiness mo, hindi mo kasi kapag nagladlad ka na, magagawa mo na yung gusto mo, nandun din yung sana magiging successful ka. Siyempre yung happiness mo nandun eh. Pero habang tinatago mo, siyempre, wala. Lahat ng galaw mo, limitado. Hindi ka pwede sa ganito, hindi ka pwede sa ganyan. Ultimo, yung sa buhay mo, yung life mo, parang hindi ka magiging masaya. Hindi ka magiging successful. Okay lang. Ang mahalaga doon, yung relationship niyo na nagmamahalan ka na. Yung pagtingin niyo sa isa't isa. Ang mahalaga sa akin kasi yung communication, kung ano yung sa amin. Hindi.
Anyone?
Hindi. Okay na sa amin, okay na sa akin yung commitment ko. Pero yung sa gay marriage, actually hindi ako boto doon. Siyempre, bibase ka pa rin sa Bible. Hindi naman karamihan ng sa LGBT, doon, payag sa same-sex marriage. May mga LGBT pa din na tutol. Kasi, syempre, lalo na yung mga bumibase talaga sa Bible. Syempre. Ayun, syempre, bali, hinihintay ko lang. Syempre, hinihiling ko yung kay Lord na sana ibigay sa akin. Syempre, kung ibibigay niya, why? Why not? Tatanggapin ko.
Paano po? Paano po magkakaroon?
Syempre, alam mo naman sa kay Lord, wala namang imposible. Siguro,
With the girl?
oo, na ma-fall ako sa isang girl.
Oh.
Yan. Lagi ko naman siyang sinasabihan na pinagpipray ko na ibigay niya sa gusto ko. Syempre, alam mo naman yung power niya. Walang imposible. Wala akong pinagsisihan. Kasi kung ano man yung meron ako ngayon, ginusto ko. Trabaho ko, kung ano man yung nangyayari sa buhay ko, ginusto ko.
Charmaine Baptist. I work at Aviation Fuels, maybe. I just felt it. Kasi through a friend. Like, it's not that she knows herself that she's gay as well. It's just a mutual feelings to each other. Married 1 year. Okay, she was my girlfriend for 2 years something. 2 years and something. Then we got married after 2 years and something. But we're married for 1 year and 1 month. It's because hiding is not good, and plus it feels good if everybody's supporting what you're doing. And at the same time, what's the purpose of hiding if everybody's open about, like, they accepted things like about it, and plus everybody's happy for me, so why hide it? Yeah, I do. Every month, every time till she feels down, upload pictures about her, upload pictures where we traveled, upload pictures, show people how much I love her and what I do. Well, I get positive and negative, but generally I get positive. Negative comments are inevitable, so whatever. Yes,
Why?
it does.
Why?
Because I believe in equality and world peace. So, equality. So, if like heterosexual couple can post their pictures while they're kissing and stuff, so I think I can do the same. I'm not harming anybody or whatever, because it's everybody's choice if they want to hate it or they want to love it or they want to be the same or whatever. But in my part, it does boost my morale because I don't have to hide and I don't need to get scared for my actions. And plus, knowing that everybody's like open about it without judging. No, most of the people are open about it without judging and without like biased thinking. Makes me happy. Or not just me, probably everybody who's like in my situation. I would say portray it like properly, because the way how Philippine media shows homosexuality is actually vague, broad, and at the same time I would say wrong.
Why?
Because why? Kasi unlike in the States, everybody's open. No, most of the people are open about gay people. When they say gay as in gay guys, you won't even know if they're gay. Like they look like straight guys, macho, formang lalaki. But at the same time, you don't know who they're with. At the same time, they're aiming for like the same kind like them. Unlike Filipino, when they said, ay bakla, ay gay, they always think about yung mga babae, yung mga lalaking who likes dressing, who likes wearing makeup, who likes dressing like a girl. Ayun yung portrayal in their imagination ng gay people sa Pilipinas. And if you say lesbian, they don't know like what like a specific, because if you say lesbian, there's like more rules about it. There's like more kinds of lesbian. Merong tinatawag na femme, merong tinatawag na butch, may tinatawag na stem. Unlike just sa Pilipinas, when you say lesbian, it's like butch agad yung tomboy, stereotype thingy. But if you go in the States, where like LGBT is like kind of more open, or most of the people is open about it, you realize what's the difference. I would say the word love is enough. And I believe in one marriage, and I feel like she's my everything and she's my world. Actually, yes. What I told my wife is I want to adopt 5 kids in each continent, and I will carry one and she will carry one. But adopt, yes. What I want to say?
Yeah.
Well, I can't
Maybe
blame
your
them.
advice.
It's the country itself is the problem. Of course, people don't want to get hurt, they don't want to get judged, so their only option is to hide. But at the same time, if you will keep on hiding, walang propaganda na matutuloy. Like, what I mean is, they won't know that you guys exist. I would say they're fighting the wrong game. They are fighting the wrong propaganda. And for me, the fact that I cannot get married in the church, I know that myself. So why would I push it? That's why ang gusto ko lang is to get married legally, like by paper, for legalization, for properties, I would say, for joint thingies. So, kasi yung mga like LGBT people there sa Pilipinas, they don't really understand what's the purpose of legalization of marriage. They want it because sabi nila it's their human rights. It's their human rights to get married in the church, which is hindi talaga pwede. But there are some people now who's really pushing it. The reason why they want to get married, they want to get yung legalizing ng marriage is because for legalizing purposes. Like what I said, paano kung ako tsaka yung asawa ko umuwi ng Pilipinas, I want to get a house. I cannot transfer in her name. She cannot be like, alam niyo, like, we cannot share the property because our marriage cannot be legalized sa Pilipinas. In my medical, hindi rin. Let's say she's my dependent, and then I got stationed in the Philippines. They won't recognize it. There are some countries that they won't recognize the same-sex marriage, that's why we cannot go. So, I would say fight for like the right one and think about what they're saying. And church and state are 2 different things. So you cannot combine them. You cannot push na you want to get married sa church kasi it's your right. And you want to get married sa church. No, you know yourself in the same sex cannot do that in the church. They have to accept that.
Okay, so I'm Jeffrey Alfaro Lubang. I am 47 years old. I am an associate professor in De La Salle University, Dasmariñas. I am from the Social Sciences Department, and I am a self-confessed bisexual. I guess the turning point was when I was in college, especially when I was in the Lyceum in Manila, when I had these friends from Tondo, and there I realized that I was more attracted to boys than girls. But when I went out, it was not a surprise for most people. It was not a surprise. But I have attractions to girls. Maybe I would say it's like 60-40. 60 for the boys and 40 for the girls. Because I find my mom as a very ideal mom, and I would want to have someone like her for a wife. She is an inspiration to me. I guess that's the point. Well, ironically, they would always be portrayed, the LGBT community would always be portrayed as, well, the laughing stock. A person who fell in love and then eventually had to reform, had to be straight in the end, had to be a man or a woman, a real man or a real woman in the end. But in reality, of course, as we all know, it's not that. It doesn't always happen. It's not the real thing. So they'll always be misrepresented, misconstrued, and misunderstood. The way the LGBT is being shown or projected in the film is not the real thing. It's not what we actually are in real life. Because before I met my wife, it was always a sad love story that I am into. I would always be crying, spending for boys, looking for a perfect relationship, which would never happen, especially in the Philippines during our time. Because I would never want to have a partner as a gay man, as a practicing gay man before. I would never want to have a partner who is also gay. I would want a straight guy. And that is impossible in the Philippines. Chances are they would sleep with you, they would go wherever you want, they would have a relationship with you if you have the money to support them. Not like in the West, when you have a relationship, you make sure that you're both spending for each other. And you're both gay. Which is now the trend in the Philippines. Most gay relationships in the Philippines right now are so westernized that they're both gays. Not like during my time, like 20 years ago, we would always prefer straight guys to sleep with straight guys. And of course, you will have to pay the price. You'll have to pay them literally. Well, it's part of the biological system. Definitely we will have sex. And as a result of sex, children. That is a natural result, Iha. We don't have to plan for it. It's God-given. It's been more than a decade now. And it's still a roller coaster relationship. It's still in that stage where we are still, well, trying to figure out what would work best for our relationship, what would not work best for our relationship, what would make us happy and what would make us, at least minimize our fights. Because, well, as a faculty member of this university, I get to meet a lot of people, and that's a fact. And temptation is everywhere. But mind you, since I got to marry her, it's been like more than 10 years that I have not slept with a man. Believe it or not. I've always been loyal to her, sexually. I would sometimes post our relationship photos, some stories. I used to post instances when we were fighting, but that was too immature. I don't do that anymore. I hardly post about my family lately, which is better because when you post something about your personal life, you tend to attract reactions. And once the wife discusses this or discover what you have posted, it tends to be a sort of reason for us to fight. So I don't do that anymore. I just post whatever I eat, wherever I go, but not about family anymore. Not much about family. Maybe pictures, but I don't post like messages or texts or stories or events that happen in our family anymore. Not to create any tension, and I was just trying to avoid any issues or any unwarranted reaction from friends. Well, they know, I'm sure, but since we are in the culture of respecting each other, it's not something to talk about. Because for as long as I don't fool around, I don't bring in boys in the house, I don't scream like a screaming faggot, I don't think that will damage them. I don't think it will damage them, whoever I was, whoever I am right now. So it's not for me to discuss to them anymore. For as long as I am providing them well, being good to them, responsible to the needs, I don't think it's going to be an issue. It's nothing to discuss. Well, honestly, if I must say, what I have done and what I continue to do and to keep is not a very rare relationship anymore. So many people are into this. This is not rare. Well, I would rather not say it, but in our community, there are several couples who are also in the same situation. So this is nothing rare. Well, if you remain inside the closet, even if you are not happy anymore, then it's only you who are making things more miserable for yourself. If you think your family, your friends, or relatives are not ready for accepting who you are, then pray to God. Pray to God that perhaps they would understand why you need to show your true color. Why you need to be who you are. Because life is too short and we do not have much time to keep things to ourselves, because in the long run, in the end, it's you who would always make and break whatever you do, because it's your life. Do what makes you happy. Do what pleases you. For as long as you're not offending, hurting, insulting, or damaging other people, do what pleases you. I guess that's the best advice that I can tell those who are inside the closet. Well, they're human, at least. And they have the compassion, maybe they have the strong will to prove to themselves that they are capable of what, quote unquote, the normal couples can do. So it's just that. Well, I guess there's nothing to change, because in this world we're in, we are all subject to revising things, to moving on, to doing what's best for us, learning from our past, learning from our lessons, our mistakes. So I guess there's nothing to change, because although there are things that we have done in the past that are unchangeable, that can never be edited, but I guess the good point in that is that we learn from it and not to commit the same mistakes again. Let them serve as our learning lessons.
And can you say, sir, that you're not happy?
Of course. Although it's not a perfect life. Who is living in a perfect life anyway?
It's a phenomenon that no one could really understand. It's a mystery for now. So, ang nakikita mong complications ng gender, transgender thing, LGBT, hindi, I would admit, hindi ko rin siya maintindihan pa masyado. Kung yung mga variations doon, no one says when one could be like this, walang dividing line pa yan eh. Saka it's as it's not as simple as we homosexual would see it that way. Yung mga hetero, alam ng paglalaki, hindi mahirap pa intindihan kasi cultural conditioning yan eh. Ganito lang ang gender. So, as it is, it would be like that. So it will take a long time before who will clarify it, science, scholarship, advancement. That somehow this could be like that. For now, baka tip of an iceberg lang yan. Baka yung nakikita mong complicated, baka mas marami pang complications in the end that would reveal us about this kind of type of, sabihin natin, human personality. It could be na yun lang talaga, or maybe it could be simple, more simple than they ever exaggerate. In what ways, we don't know yet. Therefore now, we are content with what we see and what we understand, what people portray us. Especially the LGBT community themselves are supposed to know what's going on.
Because in general, gender is a self-concept. You shouldn't be dictated about who you are, what you are. Therefore, if society just categorizes people according to male and female, that's not realistic, or gays and lesbians. Kasi I think, the sociological point of view is gender is a continuum. Hindi siya categories. You could swing from one, let's say, category to another, but you may go back, or, you go forward. So, I really think that because we are alive, we are humans, and we interact with people, parang there's very little that's really permanent. Except it's good if people are heterosexual the rest of their lives. But not everyone is like that. So how you define yourself is more important than how people categorizes humans for that matter. So again, based on research, it's really seen in the very first research that's really big study on sex by Kinsey in the United States showed that gender shouldn't be seen as fixed entity. It's a continuum. At one point, people are 100% heterosexual, 100% homosexual, and the other. Pero may mga in-between. May bisexual, meron pang kalagitnaan yan. Like, there are people who are siguro mga 90% hetero, but they feel attraction towards the same sex. So, kumbaga, again, gender is a continuum, and it depends really on how you define yourself.
Gay men getting married.
Yeah. Getting married, having kids.
Legally, there's no impediment them getting married. Lalaki naman yun pero I don't think it's a problem. It satisfies the requirements and the elements of getting validly married, so why not? But same-sex marriage, from the point of view of traditional marriages, wala naman talagang ganyan eh. Kasi always been men and women and sex. Kasi basically, the primordial understanding of marriage is procreation. So it's common sense and logic that you cannot procreate pag walang egg cell sa sperm cell. And that's the foundation of society. We subscribe until today. Your constitution is very clear about it. And your sociology is clear about it. So, in why women and men both sexes could marry, it means also not just two people who marry. It also means two people who believe that marriage should be something like this. So they're also redefining the way union should be. So they believe that marriage is already beyond the primordial duty of procreation. So yun, may transformation din ng idea doon, hindi lang yung pagpapakasal. So if you go to that kind of framework, so somehow you redefine marriage is just a union of two people who are in love, anyone could do it. Kasi anyone could fall in love with each other, not with same sex, and history has broken that. Pero if you're still stuck up with the idea that marriage should be have some service and value to society, kahit wag na i-discount na natin yung religious moral paradigm na any sources. Doon na lang tayo sa sociological at common sense. If you're still stuck up with that, hindi ka talaga papayag. Kasi hindi nga sila makakaanak eh. But if you believe that marriage is much more than that, having a life, searching for life companion that will give you fulfillment. Okay lang yun. Kasi meron namang adoption eh. Meron namang in vitro thing. I don't know if it's a problem to them, pero I'm a married man. So merong emotional attachments to our children. So there's something about human being that binds you to others. It's beyond the considerations of practicality. Kasi practical nga yan, okay, bayaran kita. Ang problema, paano kung ma-attach yung lalaki sa'yo? Agawin ka sa mahal mo. That's another case of, walang ganon. Madali lang sabihin yun. Kasi do not underestimate the power of human emotions. But that is so.
If you are human, you should be entitled the rights that all humans should have. Just because you're different, alangan namang iba rin ang rights mo. Pero kayong humans, pero kayo dapat ang rights. So I really think it's high time that people give the same rights to all humans regardless of whether you are gay, lesbian, rich, poor, tall, short. Just because you're human, dapat entitled to your rights. And that's being fair. If you keep on thinking about how others would react, even your own family, for how long will you be so untrue to yourself? You have only one life to live, so make the most of it. If you don't do anything wrong to them, it's your life, so you decide. Pero I'm just saying this because I may not be very encouraging of people, pero I think we owe it to everyone that we tolerate our differences. Kasi nagkataon lang na default na sexuality ang heterosexual. So, parang tayo, everything else is based on us. And we have to see that, people are really different. So, if two women live together, good for them. If they're happy, then they should be allowed. Kasi it's really possible with the technology nowadays. Very little is, impossible in the sense that may sperm bank. So if they decide to choose to get pregnant, that's their prerogative. Kaya lang, they have to be ready with the consequences na later on the child na asked tatay, and you couldn't really say who kasi pag sperm bank, it's all done in secrecy, may privacy yung mga nag-donate. But if that is what would make them happy, then it should be fine. But I really think karamihan sa mga same-sex na partnerships, males man or females, they usually do not want to go through the whole pregnancy. They adopt. And I think that's one way of forming a family. Kasi naman ang pamilya, it's not because pinanganak mo automatically you're considered a family. Some people are given to families who do not have their own biological children, but it doesn't make them any less of a parent if they couldn't bear. Kasi parent lang naman by heart, by parenting. If you love your child so much, kahit saan pa siya nanggaling na pamilya, then you should be entitled to that for as long as you have the capacity to love, to provide, and to be, good parents.
Sa kasalukuyang panahon, mapapansing mabilis ang pag-usad at pagbabago sa popular na kultura, lalong-lalo na sa pangmasang media. Kasabay ng mga pagbabago, ay makikita rin ang pag-unlad ng perspektibo ng mga tao pagdating sa kani-kanilang mga pagkakaiba. At malaki ang naging epekto nito sa kabuoang pagtingin natin sa tunay na kahulugan ng pagiging tao. Ang sukatan ng pagiging malaya ay hindi lamang ang pagsunod sa kagustuhan, kung hindi isa itong kolektibong pagbabago sa ibang tao at maging sa ating mga sarili. Kung kaya naman maaari na nating sabihin na ganap na ang kanilang